Hello, everyone. Welcome to the daily card reading for Saturday, May 10th, 2025. I'm glad you're here with me today. We're going to do a quick card reading that sort of just covers the general energies of the day, what we may need to know, what we may need to look out for, maybe something that inspires us or helps us look at the world in a magical way to help us get through the day, maybe. We'll just see what the cards have to say, and we'll see what comes through. And I'll draw a few cards from this deck. Today I'm going to be using one of my favorite decks ever. This is the Wildwood Tarot deck. Just an absolute, I just love this deck to death. And this one is trimmed. I did trim the white borders off on the sides here, just because these cards work, they make nice pictures when you put them together. So it's probably, like I said, one of my all-time favorite decks. So for the 10th, after 10 days of doing this, I thought for the 10th day, I would use this deck. We'll see what the cards want us to hear. See what wants to come through. What's the story for May 10th, 2025? Hope everyone's getting ready to have a nice weekend. See what's going to happen this Saturday. Let's just right there. That's the break point. And again, as usual, these cards do not like to fan on a slick table. That's okay. I'm going to use my key pendulum. We're going to draw the first card, the main energy that we need to look at, that we need to be aware of. What is the main energy for us on Saturday, May 10th? Just a general overview of information. All right, it's right in there somewhere. Excellent, that one. Okay. And then I will draw two cards by hand. Now, if you've been watching these on a daily level, you'll know that, let's see, right in here, the moon has featured very prominently in the readings for the past 2 days. Yesterday was a real doozy of a reading. What can we know that can help supplement this energy here? This one. And the other one feels like in here somewhere. This one. Okay. All right. So yeah, we had a lot of moon energy, a lot of intuitive, I would say intuitive magical energy, a lot of learning how to trust yourself, learning how to move past fears or insecurities or cloudiness or murkiness, and just moving forward with your gut and listening and staying connected to even though you can't see it or feel it, staying connected to something special. So, and I think this is all building to the full moon that's coming up in the next few days. Before I get into these cards, I will be doing a full moon reading. Well, it's not a full moon reading. It is a moon phase reading. I do these. I've already got one. It'll be at the end of this video. You can watch it if you want. That leads up to this full moon. And then as that full moon energy starts to slide away, I will do another moon phase reading for what we need to know from that into the new moon. Okay, so look for that at the end of this video. I always clip it. It's always somewhere on screen. I always make it an end screen for the videos. Okay, let's get in. This is what you're here for. You're here for May 10th, 2025, Saturday. And the main card is Page of Stones. We're getting a lot of pages this week. The Page of Stones is usually a messenger. It can represent a younger person, very connected to the physical, connected to a job or financial information. But again, this one feels, because it's the Wildwood, it very much feels different. It doesn't really feel like a person. This is definitely an energy. And this is a bit of holding secrets, moving slowly. Stones or pentacles, stones in this particular deck, are all about groundedness and slow movement and stability. And the Lynx is a master of stealth. It's a master of slow movement. It's a master of not being seen. So perhaps I would say today, no perhaps about it, definitely a sense of more subdued energy today, more of moving slow, moving off stage, not being on stage as much. Checking out your environment and moving carefully and slowly. It is backed by, oh nice, the pole star or the star card and the page of arrows, another page. Wonderful. Now the page of arrows is the page of swords in a classical deck. I love this card. And I love this bird. I love wrens so much it's not even funny. Wrens are considered the king bird in Druidry. And they just hold a special place in a lot of people's hearts. They're very nimble, they're fast-moving, they're quick, they're intelligent. They have a lovely song, and they have a certain joyfulness to them. I think this Saturday, it really does feel like moving very slowly, very cautiously, very assuredly, right? The Lynx and the Lynx is very careful about where it puts its feet, and it's very smooth. And I'm reminded of a quote: slow is smooth and smooth is fast. I'll say it again. Slow is smooth and smooth is fast. All right. The Pole Star, another major arcana card, to kind of be in the background with this energy. And this is the star card. This is about really hopes and dreams and finding that star, that guiding star, that navigation that you feel you want to go towards. I think if you've been listening to those intuitive messages over the past 2 days that I've discussed in the previous day videos, I think you'll find that you're going to be able to see that star. You're going to be able to see that path on the star, towards the star. I'm not sure why my camera's not focusing today. It's focusing there. That's good. Doesn't seem to want to focus far away. Interesting. But a lot of good energy here, a lot of inspirational energy, but a call for some slower movement. I think the Lynx is possibly bringing a message to you regarding your star. There is a going slow is important today. Going slow, maybe not stealthily, because stealthily would infer deception, but going behind the scenes, not really being the major person on the stage around you, trying to take care of things quietly and patiently, and with that inner assurance and confidence, without making a big deal, moving in the background. There we go. Just took it a minute to find the focal point. But with the star and the wren, again, the star brings a lot of good energy into this reading and brings a lot of good energy into the day. I think it's going to be a really good day for a lot of you. And there is, with the wren and the page of swords, I think, again, we're going to see some sort of message of insight, some sort of mental message that connects you to this star energy, connects you to this inspiration, connects you to following your dreams, following this thing that makes you feel light and airy and connected and part of the whole, right? That sense of being connected to not only the physical, but the world above, the world below. What is that? What is that? Move quietly, calmly towards it, and with confidence. I do get a feeling of confidence. I'm seeing a lynx moving very confidently through the underbrush and through the snow, with a little wren chattering away, sending him information, sending her information. And again, these kind of make a little picture, right? Okay. I'm doing the numbers here. These readings are in memorial for Gregory Scott, and one of the things he would do is he would look at the numbers on the cards and make sort of a numerology reading as well and connect it. And I like to do that. He inspired me to do that with some of my readings, most of my readings actually. In this case, we have a 17, and the court cards count as 1. So 17, 18, 19. 9 plus 1 is 10, and 1. 1 is the number of the individual, the number of the magician in the tarot. And that's where we come back to this. We come back to that, coming back to yourself, moving slowly and assuredly through this landscape, knowing exactly what you need to do on your path. Okay? All right. As always, we're going to draw an oracle card to go along with this, to kind of tie it all together and add some punctuation. And I'm going, today, I'm going to use the Dream Reading cards by Rose and Syrah. This is a really interesting deck of cards where you pull cards that match your dreams, and then you pull oracle cards. And what I've found is that these oracle cards are really effective on their own. And I really like using them. And I'm kind of scared to use my usual Angels and Ancestors deck after yesterday. So not only scared, I'm just giving them a break. But after yesterday's reading, that was quite a left hook, I think I said. Stuck with me all day yesterday. So let's see what these dream cards have to say to help us understand a little bit more. And it's one of these. This one. Okay. And the card is growth. Oh, that's lovely. Growth requires you to step out of your comfort zone. Growing pains can help you in gaining wisdom and experience. The old must be left behind before growing into the new. And part of this is a matter of going slowly. Butterflies don't transform overnight. They take some time. Snakes don't shed their skin immediately. It takes a few days. It takes time. Growth takes time, and it requires you to step out of your comfort zone. It requires you to step into the tangles, to move as silently and carefully as you can through the tangled brush. But there is growth involved today. There's a lot of growth happening today. That goes back to this as well. So, there you go. Yeah, I see the wren being like this these messages of advice that help the lynx move through the tangles. So really pay attention. Again, pay attention to those quiet voices in your head, the still voices, not the still voices. That doesn't make much sense. The quiet voices, the subtle voices, that the messages that are helping you, guiding you through your path on Saturday. But it's definitely not a day to take center stage. This feels a lot about some internal work and sitting quietly, being quiet, being grounded, and connecting to this universal star energy. It will bring growth. Okay. I hope everyone has enjoyed the reading. Thank you so much. Please leave a comment. I'm really loving all the comments in the videos. Thank you so much. And I'm glad to see that these are helping people get through their day. Leave a like on the video. That helps the channel so much. You have no idea. And also, if you want to contact me, feel free to email me at alongadifferentpath@gmail.com. And we can discuss things there, talk about a reading if you'd like a personal reading. And I will also announce before we wrap this up, I am going to be at a psychic salon next Saturday, and that is the 17th, I believe, at Crystal Moon Body Arts in Bloomington, Indiana. So if you would like to see me there, this is going to be like a free session, a free salon. I'm going to be there with 3 other amazing psychics and mediums. I'll talk more about that in a different video, but I do want to mention it here as we wrap this up. I hope everyone has a calm, quiet, steady Saturday, moving with the energy that is there and that's going to be with us today. Have a wonderful day. Peace and strength, everybody. Thanks so much. And I will talk to you tomorrow.